Your first experience with the art of Betsabeé Romero may have been at the Nelson-Atkins Day of the Dead celebration, fall of 2012. Romero's fanciful, suspended altars transformed the museum's Kirkwood Hall into a magical place. Now the museum has acquired two of Romero's sculptures. Cannon Fodder is a remote-control car covered with pigskin tattooed with flowers, skulls, and tombstones. Cars are a recurring theme in Romero's art. Through them, she explores the tensions between local traditions and industrialized societies dominated by speed, mass production, and emigration. She first saw cars as cultural vehicles when she stood at the U.S.-Mexican border between San Diego and Tijuana.
I saw in the border, both sides, these huge junkyards, the biggest I've seen in my life all over the world, especially until LA, where you can see these symmetries of modernity, and in which I really notice how this object is a kind of very important icon of contradictions in modernity.
Romero was educated in Mexico and Paris and has exhibited her work internationally. A car was her first public art piece.
I decided to do a car in the border, just very close to the fence, in the oldest neighborhood in Tijuana, where I installed this Ford Victoria 55, covered with canvas, painted with roses, and full with 1,000 real roses inside, asking for a miracle that never happened.
With its images of death, Cannon Fodder represents the violent, dehumanizing world of Mexican crime and drug smuggling cartels. The roses are hopeful symbols that we might move to a better place. The second sculpture, Sugar Skin, features 4 black tires with pre-Columbian Taino designs carved into the tread, then tracked across a bed of sugary white sand, which symbolizes the fragility of our memories.
It's so important to keep memory and to keep like the matrix of memories in our head, because at the end, the memory is like in the sand, it's fragile. If we don't preserve it with care, it's disappearing.
About 1,200 pounds of sand was poured into a specially designed and fabricated sandbox and smoothed with a 2x4. And then the tires were brought in.
We literally walked each tire out into the center of the sandbox, and each plane that you see, each tire track that you see, we literally restaged that bridge 16 times for the 4 squares that you see on the sandbox.
The entire process took about 3 hours.
I think it looks fabulous. It's a unique piece, something I certainly have not seen before, and I was curious, I was excited to see what the final product would look like, and I think it looks absolutely fabulous. I really think the gallery here, L15, really suits the dimensions and the scale of the piece.
For the Nelson-Atkins Museum of Art, I'm Kathleen Layton.